Ah! Ah!
Wait, we're not recording footage for face.
Yeah, we're not recording.
Okay.
So, Kung Pao.
Talk about that movie, John. Since you haven't seen the first part.
I didn't miss the minute or two.
Yeah, you did. You missed like 10 minutes.
No, it was like 2 minutes, it said.
10 minutes was it the beginning part of the movie?
It said 2 minutes.
No.
2 minutes.
You're 2 minutes.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
Ah! So, what do we have to say about this movie?
It's funny. This movie's hella funny.
This movie
It's hella
is a
funny.
really good movie.
It's a good movie, actually.
And, let's start off with the story. Since you missed the first part.
No, I know what happens. His family gets killed by a faggot, and it's up to him to kill.
No, his family gets killed by Betty, this assassin from this organization. I don't even know what they're called. They're called the Triangle Group. Let's just call them that.
The Trigs.
The Trigonometry Group. And basically, the whole movie is a parody of all kung fu movies, and basically, it just takes itself very lightly, and that's what this whole movie is. And it's not even, and it's really funny, and you should check it out. Yeah, that's basically all of it, all of the story.
There's really no. Well, it's pretty old. This movie's like 10, 11 years old.
It's 10 years old.
And the acting was actually really funny in this movie. And
Acting.
it was a good act. It was okay.
I don't know the actors, but I do know one thing.
He was funny.
And then.
It's stupid. Like going on for like.
And they had this whole scene where they were the girl and the evil villain were making noises, just going wee 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 wee, and then the guy was like, he's going crazy. You remember that one part where he's getting angry?
Yeah, and
he doesn't even show it. He's like, ah!
He's like,
this is really funny.
Okay.
Basically, the acting was just very funny.
He fights a freaking
Takes
cow.
itself also very lightly and doesn't really take itself too seriously in this movie. And
yeah,
I don't know any of the characters,
the animation,
the actors,
and the
because
special effects are good.
I don't know any of the actors because this movie was like, this is actually a real movie, but it was just parodied over by some guy, I don't know.
This is a good movie. And there's a sequel that never happened.
Oh yeah, let me talk about the sequel first. There was a sequel for this movie that right after the ending of the scene where they said it would be what would happen. They even had a title for it. What was it called?
Enter the Tongue.
Enter the Tongue, Kung Pao 2. Yeah, this is just a big parody of all those like kung fu.
What happened to the boob lady?
Movies like Enter the Dragon and stuff like that.
What about boob lady?
Boob ladies.
She only has one boob.
She only has one boob. And throughout the whole movie, they said they would make a sequel. Did I talk about that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just did.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no sequel.
There is no sequel. And there will never be a sequel because they waited more than 10 years now. It's been 11 freaking years, a decade. I've been waiting for a sequel for this movie to come out. But turns out the company got bankrupt like how long ago?
Like 8 years ago.
8 years ago. And at the time I didn't realize that. And I was still waiting for a sequel. Well, now I know. And this movie will always be maybe a classic.
It is a classic.
So the goods and bads about this movie. Bad is the fact that everything is so stupid, but that's about it. There's no really point of like taking this movie seriously. But the good part is like everything because it's really funny. It's got everything. There's almost no cuss words in here. They didn't say any F.
They just kept hitting the guy in the nuts, remember?
They just kept hitting the guy
and then they kept beating him with the sticks.
This is definitely...
And he was dead.
Yeah, this is definitely a movie any kid could see because there's really no blood in this movie.
There's just some tits.
There's the tit scenes, but that's about it. Tits and ass.
Well, I didn't even
there's
see
one
any.
boob lady.
Oh,
and there's Lion King.
Oh, and the Lion
CNN.
See. And.
Yeah.
Simba. I'm not Simba.
Yeah, that's basically the whole movie. Whatever.
Now let's go watch ATHF.
ATHF's not. Well, that movie's alright.
It's hella funny too.
It's pretty funny, yeah. And it doesn't have any bad words too, so I'm pretty surprised. This movie,
I don't want you to think I'm oh, whatever.
Huh?
Remember the one chick? She kept taking her shirt off and putting it back on.
Oh yeah, and she was like, "Whew, oh yeah." And then one scene where he like heals his hands, and then when he's able to take out those spikes or whatever, then she's like, "Ay!" What the hell is wrong with that crazy bitch? Okay, yeah. This is an actual movie. I don't know what kung fu movie it is, but it's definitely a really good parody. And
okay, we're okay. Time for the score.
okay, final. What do they call it?
Verdict.
Final verdict.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Out of 5. I mean, out of 5.
Okay, I can't really take this movie seriously, so I have to give it a. Maybe I'll have to agree with John this time. I'll have to give it maybe 3.7.
I'll give it 3.5 out of 5.
Because it's actually pretty funny.
Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers.
Badgers!
Ah!